they came to me talking about the Khabib, the Khabib fight. Khabib called me out. I didn't call Khabib out. They said it has to happen in the octagon. I said, well, you just tell me where Khabib has made 9 figures before in the octagon. Right. If he hasn't made 9 figures, he's not the A side. So I'm the A side. If you guys want the fight to happen, you must come my way. So my way, my rules.
Khabib has to go to the boxing ring.
Have to.
What's your message to Khabib if he's watching this?
It's my way, my rules. I'm Floyd Money Mayweather.
I think Al's tough. Even if you ask him, his biggest attribute is that he's very, very tough, and he's going to stay in there for as long as he can, and that's what he's done. But at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. I've had 12 fights since our fight. He's only had 6. He's taking some time away from the game. He started doing real estate, and he's just trying to do it for the money, and if it's worth it to him. I've really dedicated myself to this. And I think I've constantly improved and constantly shown new things during fights, and shown something new every single fight. And from him, you kind of see the same thing. And I think he even will say the same thing. He's strong, he's tough. He's gonna give me a good fight, but he's gonna take a beating in front of the world on December 15th. And I think he knows that.
So how do you see this rematch going? Do you imagine it plays out anything like that first fight between you two?
No, I think it's going to be a totally different fight. I think I'm totally different. I think he might be totally different. Our first fight was a great fight. I have a lot of people that still kind of hit me up about that fight. They go back and they watch it and they say how good it was. But I think this one's going to be totally different. You're looking at somebody that's just, if you watch that first fight and then you see my last fight, you just see a totally different body style. You see a totally different person. And I think that's what you're going to see again. I'm going to show something new, something different. Yes, there's a little bit of that redemption factor for me. I don't really like Al. He don't really like me. We come from 2 totally different lifestyles. But I'm using this to send a message to the rest of the world that I'm on a different level. And I'm using it to send a message to Khabib because he already know. But the rest of the world need to know. And I'm going to show when I'm on a different level. When I fight Al, I'm going to humiliate him. I'm going to just show that I'm better than him everywhere. How the fight goes will be up to him. He's a very tough guy. He will stay in there for as long as you let him. But I'll make him quit and he'll get up out of there. I think I'll put that man to sleep.
Yeah, I heard a little bit, like him being scared, but the thing is I'm not worried about it, man. I'm already starting the process, already working on it, and it's gonna be better this way anyways because there's no excuses that I'm the bigger man, that I'm bigger when I'm fighting him because I'm gonna come down when I make the weight. I believe we're around the same weight anyways. I'm a small 35er. I got no problem making 25. It's gonna be a little more work, be a little more dedicated, and be in better shape ultimately when it comes down to it. So I'm excited for the opportunity, man. Like I said, it's a win-win for me. Continue to grow my legacy, get another belt, and be the last flyweight champion ever.
Why do you think he's scared?
Because I'm going to be by far the biggest threat he can face. I don't think he can face anybody as talented as me at his division. I already had Demetrius Johnson running for me, not wanting to fight me. He got a close decision against his own. He knows that I'm going to be trouble. He knows I'm.
This is one person in the whole planet Earth area. I've shocked the world 2 times in the most manliest sports, man. 2008, I was ranked 31st in the world. Nobody believed in me. I was the last person to get into the Olympic Games. Went out there, became the youngest in history. 2018, 10 years later, Henry Cejudo was an underdog, 5-1 underdog, knocked out in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. This man was able to come back and beat the greatest fighter of all time. That's who Henry Cejudo was. And on January 26th, I will cut the head of the snake forever and ever. Amen.
Jamie Varner joins us here on the Luke Thomas Show. All right, so BioAccelerator, what is it that they do?
The company is a stem cell regenerative medicine company. We're based in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where our corporate office is, but our clinic is in Medellin, Colombia. And we have the top scientists. Our medical director is actually, her name is Dr. Carolyn Halpert. She was trained and got her medical degree from Wake Forest University, which they are the leaders in the country as far as stem cell research and regenerative medicine. So she graduated from there, moved to Colombia, and she's our medical director heading up all the stem cell science and research that we have going on. As well as we have a bunch of PhDs that they do incredible work with the stem cells.
How did the business end up there, and why Colombia of all places?
Colombia is ranked number 3 in the world for medical advancements and just overall medicine, where the U.S. is ranked number 5. So they have a great medical system there. In Medellin, they have like 32 different universities. It's a hotbed for medical advancements, just with all the stuff going on there, as well as this type of therapy that we are doing, it's not legal yet in the U.S. So we are actually we created partnerships with hospitals where we will essentially buy umbilical cords the patients have to go through a rigorous testing, but to make sure that they're disease free and all stuff. But we'll buy umbilical cords. We will cut it in half. We take half of it, and we use that to extract mesenchymal stem cells from the wart and jelly, and then we actually cryogenically freeze the other half of the umbilical cord for the patient. So we have these built-in strategic partnerships in Medellin where we can get these umbilical cords to extract the stem cells, and then what we can do in our lab is we can actually incubate them and grow the stem cells by like doubling them every 24 hours. So I can extract, let's say, 500,000 stem cells from the wart and jelly from the umbilical cord. But we can actually grow them and cultivate them and double them every 24 hours in our lab. So that's something that we can do in Colombia that we can't do here in the U.S.